Good afternoon and welcome to VCU on what we feel is truly a special day, not only for this athletic department, but this university as a whole. To introduce the man who's going to take us into that special day, Dr. Michael Rao.
Good afternoon. Really pleased to be here with all of you. Thank you so much for making time to join us in celebrating the future of one of the nation's premier athletics programs. We are about to talk about a very significant next step. I'm very pleased to announce that Virginia Commonwealth University will join the Atlantic 10 Conference in all sports, and this will be effective July 1st, 2012. We will begin competition, therefore, in the 2012-2013 academic year. We're very honored at Virginia Commonwealth University to join the A10. This is a tremendous opportunity that really represents the best interest of this institution. This institution is the nation's most rapidly rising urban public research university. We have significant opportunities as we look forward. As the institution grows in national prominence on so many fronts, we needed to consider athletics as well. Premier universities are premier across the board, and that includes athletics, and it includes taking into consideration the needs of our student athletes. We need to be willing, and we are certainly able to compete at the very highest levels, and we will look forward to doing that in the A10. The A10 has a great reputation and a strong competitive profile, both in athletics and in academics. These were the factors that were most important to our decision. As members of the A10, our ability to recruit and retain outstanding student athletes will be significantly enhanced. It's part of a new vision for intercollegiate athletics at Virginia Commonwealth University. We want all of our student athletes to enjoy a national level championship experience. We are, of course, taking into consideration with any decision that we make student success. And we're looking at the long-term benefits to the university as well as to our student athletes and to our athletics programs. Another factor was national visibility in media markets across the nation, where VCU belongs. This is a move that was considered very carefully. The university has conducted an in-depth analysis and looked at this from every angle. The decision to move is absolutely our own, and it's based on the best interests of VCU. As all of you know, conference affiliation has become increasingly important, and we know that conferences across the country are in a state of flux and will continue to be in a state of flux for the foreseeable future. The A10 is one of America's premier conferences and therefore a great opportunity for us at Virginia Commonwealth University. Financial considerations involved in the move to the A10 are significant. Offsetting those costs are expected benefits to VCU by joining the A10, including significant increases in revenue sharing. We also know that to some, our conference affiliation could impact the CAA tournament here in Richmond. It's held at the Coliseum. I had a phone call earlier with Mayor Jones about this very matter. And I think in the past we've dealt with some criticism of Virginia Commonwealth University playing in the CAA tournament, and into the foreseeable future it would always play right until the very end in any future tournaments here at the Coliseum. Some of you may remember seeing signs that said things like, neutrality, is it real, or is this really neutral ground? So there were questions, and perhaps they were legitimate, about whether or not we should be there and whether or not the tournament should be there. I actually think that VCU's departure from the CAA will help retain the tournament here in Richmond, which is good for all of us, certainly. Well, this is a rapid move for Virginia Commonwealth University and its athletics program, and it will happen and actually begin in just a few months. We wanted to be absolutely certain that in the move that we made, we could continue to compete in league championships. We weren't certain that that could happen based on some of the discussion that was taking place. You know, the CAA has been a great home for VCU for 17 years, so our decision to leave is bittersweet. This is something that's happening all over the country, and you've heard that same phrase used at other institutions as they've made their decisions. We have the utmost respect for Commissioner Tom Yeager, his leadership team, and most certainly the other member institutions of the CAA. We appreciate every opportunity that we have been given by the CAA, and we are pleased that we were major contributors to the CAA over many of these years in the past. But today, we look forward to the A10, and that's exciting. For one, it's a chance to renew some fun old rivalries like the University of Richmond and Butler, of course. You might remember in 2011 we had an opportunity to play Butler. And it's a chance to develop some new and fun rivalries and some new good relationships with some of the best athletics programs in the nation in all sports. I want to take a moment to say thank you in particular to David Benedict. He has been wonderful to work with in this. He's our interim athletics director. I want to offer my special gratitude as well to Dick Bunce, my senior advisor, who's been wonderful to work with, has carried the water on so much of this. I want to offer my gratitude as well as my excitement for our opportunity to work with A10 Commissioner Bernadette McGlade, Father Michael Graham, who's president of Xavier, and he's also chair of the A10 presidents at this time. And I look forward to working with all of my fellow presidents and chancellors in the A10. I thank you again for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing all of you at our first A10 opener, which will not be very far away into the future.